What's going on, everyone? It is your boy Ace, and welcome to my new segment that I like to call Trainers Top Topics, where we are going to be discussing what's going on throughout the week in the Pokemon world, whether that's cards, collecting, investing, games, all that type of stuff. And my goal is to be as consistent as possible, where I'm going to be making these videos every Thursday, so that way you guys can keep track on what's going on. The first discussion that we're going to be going through is pretty much Logan Paul's $3.5 million scam, or the biggest Pokemon scam in history. And I know at this point you guys have already known what's going on and exactly what happened, but if you guys haven't yet, here's just a quick snippet of what happened.
What? Why are they so puffy? Why are they so puffy though? See how they're shaped all?
They don't look right.
They don't look right.
They don't look right?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
See how they're curvy and puffy.
They're very light. They don't look right. Okay, let's get it going. Let's open more.
Oh, no. Why is it bending like that? Why is it bending like that? What's inside of them?
Dude.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
It's fake, bro. It's fake. Hold on.
Let's open a box.
Oh, yeah, right? Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. G.I. Joe? G.I. Joe?
So yeah, Logan Paul spent $3.5 million that ended up being a scam, which really sucks. It hurts the Pokemon community, not just himself, but really anyone that is involved in collecting cards. Now, to give you a quick rundown, Logan had purchased it from a person named Shine. Shine is a multi-millionaire card investor and collector as well. He bought the box for about $2.7 million from someone named Jacob Gabe, or at least who goes by Card Kahuna. Card Kahuna previously bought the box, which we have no idea of the exact amount, but he did say on Poke Tea Time podcast he paid 7 figures for the box, supposedly. He did buy it from the original seller, who supposedly found this box at an estate sale in the attic of a house. Which apparently the original seller received up to 86 bids, closing at $72,500 from a buyer named PSA Pikachu, who is an online store owner of Pokemon cards, by the way. That buyer had requested to do an inspection of the product before paying for the purchase, but the seller actually refused and the sale never happened. I mean, come on, if the seller isn't willing to do an inspection on the box at the time of purchase, like, that's a huge red flag already. So I do understand Logan's logic of why he actually did purchase this box, because another fellow multi-millionaire bought the box and had it authenticated by a company named BBCE, whose job is to authenticate boxes to make sure they're legit. So I do understand why Logan bought it in the first place. And yes, Shine did refund Logan Paul's $3.5 million back to him. So Logan really didn't lose any money, but Shine is the one who he has to really work on getting his $2.7 million back. Now, a lot of people are saying that this event was faked, it was staged, that it was just for him to get more views, another publicity stunt, which I do understand that he's done that in the past so many times, to increase his fame and popularity. But personally, I don't think so, mainly because he brought the representative from BBCE to authenticate it and to also be there to open the box, knowing that he would risk the credibility of the company. But like I said, we can agree to disagree, and he's done this before many times to, increase his fame and popularity. So don't take my word for it. Do your research and come up with your own argument. Now, how this affects the Pokemon community, I can't really say. I've only been collecting cards for a little over half a year right now, but my personal thoughts and a little bit of research I've been digging up kind of shows that there's a lot of, YouTubers, investors, and collectors who are actually have openly expressed that they're not going to be sending their cards to be graded just for right now. They're going to hold off just because the tensions are pretty high. We look up to these people who have been investors and collectors for more than a decade or so. That really affects our decision making to whether or not we should get our cards graded as well. But I can't say how long this impact will last. Who knows? Really, the Pokemon collecting world is so crazy and things can explode the next day. But I do highly suggest that you do find someone who has either been collecting longer than you, has more experience in grading cards, and ask them yourself if you have cards that you want to get graded, ask them if you should still pursue getting your cards graded. So really, just do your research and trust your gut. So now moving on to the second top topic of today, we're going to be discussing PSA Grading Company and their new update that they just announced, which, by the way, by the time you do watch this video, the announcement was yesterday, so keep that in mind. So starting tomorrow on January 20th, PSA is going to be opening up their economy service level where you can get 5 cards submitted, $50 per card instead of the $100 per card fee. Now this is huge news considering we've been waiting for PSA to get their service fees back down to where it was before COVID. So this is good news and we're headed in the right direction. Now I'm going to give you a list of some pros and cons with this announcement. So the pros here is 1, obviously you're paying less than what it is right now. So there is a $50 reduction from $100 to $50 per card, which is great. You're saving a lot of money considering PSA is one of the highly sought after companies for trying to get the most bang for your buck for cards. There is also a 90-day turnaround time that they do expect for this to happen starting on the 20th. And then third, being a silver member in their company, they did announce that they are trying to get more perks and benefits to come in the near future for being a silver member than just paying the $50 per card. Now the cons of this announcement, and it's a pretty obvious one, is you have to be a silver member of the company, which means you have to either have been one already to get this perk, or you have to pay $100 to become a silver member in order to get this perk. So not only are you going to pay $50 per card, you do have to pay that additional $100 just to have access to it. And on top of that, the sad truth is being a silver member doesn't guarantee you that perk. It only gets you into their lottery system that PSA did announce when you can enter this lottery system to be randomly picked to receive the benefit of sending your cards $50 per card. And sadly, another one here is their 90-day turnaround is kind of a lie, pretty much. There have been a lot of reports of people making videos showing proof of how long it is taking for their submission from PSA to get back to them. And it can take at least half a year to a year, or even sometimes over a year of people's submissions to get back to them. So even though this announcement is huge and we are headed in the right direction with PSA and being more accessible, personally, I don't think it's worth the amount and the trouble to try and get your cards graded. Even though they are a very reputable grading company, they can give you the best value for your cards, I don't think it's worth $50 per card still. And also, PSA did announce that late last year, their plans for this year are to try to get back to their prior rates before COVID, which means their goal is to try to get to $15 per card, which is really, really good. So that's why I personally don't think that it's worth to go through the time, the money, and the energy to get your cards graded. But take this with a grain of salt and research, and if your card is worth a lot of money, then hey, why not? And now finally going on to the last part of Trainer's Top Topics is talking about Brilliant Stars that is coming out at the end of February. Pokemon Center did announce as of today, January 19th, that they are doing pre-orders for their Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes. That means that this specific box you can only get through Pokemon Center. Of course, there are going to be regular Elite Trainer boxes that you can get through other stores like Target, Walmart, Best Buy, third-party vendors, stuff like that. But this one specifically, you're going to want to get either for ripping purposes, or I recommend for sealing purposes to add to your sealed collection. And if you guys do check, as of January 19th, 11 p.m., it is still available. So hopefully it still is by the time you are watching this, but if it isn't, then hopefully we can try to get another wave of those, which we most likely will. So don't lose hope. All right. And yes, I am very excited for this new set to come out. We got some really cool cards. Definitely the Charizards and the RCS card coming out as well. So let's see if we can try to get those. And I'm actually going to be doing a breakdown of this set of the top 10 cards that you guys want to be on the lookout. So keep that in mind. So guys, I hope that this video was helpful. It gave you guys some Pokemon knowledge that's going on in the Pokemon world. I'm very excited to add this new feature to my channel to help you guys out. And do keep this in mind that I am trying to be consistent and make this segment every Thursday, which is why it's called Trainer Top Topics Thursday. They kind of go hand in hand with the teas and everything, right? So keep that in mind. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't yet, subscribe to this channel, like, comment what your favorite topic was on this video, or even comment what topics you guys think I should talk about. That way I can give you guys content you guys are looking for. And lastly, don't forget about that 100 subscriber giveaway that we're doing. We're getting closer to that goal each day. So if you haven't yet, subscribe so we can do that giveaway as soon as possible, all right? And as always, I'll catch you guys later.